So I've asked my PS to look into the contract and we will deal with that in due course.
Prime Minister was also asked why Jack Warner's portfolio of transport was taken away.
I think the ministry should concentrate on their core business. And ministries were just kept increasing and added programs and portfolios. So the Ministry of Works should concentrate on works, roads, highways, drainage, erosion, and such matters, infrastructure. And let the Transport Ministry deal with transport matters. As you may recall, under the last UNC administration, we did have a Minister of Transport.
The Prime Minister also denied that he moved Carolyn Prasad's from the energy portfolio because of the NP fiasco. An out-of-control police force, at least that's how it appeared after former Chief of Defense Staff Colonel Ralph Brown took the witness stand today at the fourth sitting of the Commission of Inquiry into the 1990 attempted coup.
In shocking testimony today, retired Chief of Defense Staff Major General Ralph Brown told the Commission that the police seemed to be near out of control outside the Parliament building. When Canon Molly Clark, he explained, was sent into mediate, firing continued and not from the regiment.
I remember Colonel Theodore asking the Commissioner of Police to get his men to stop the firing, and he used the police radio and made a transmission to them to stop firing.
And it is achieved the result that's of ceasing the fire.
Not immediately. I was a little surprised. I think the response was a few expletives from whoever it was that was over the police, but it was coming on the police radio. And I recall Colonel Theodore becoming very incensed, and to the Commissioner of Police was in shock. And Colonel Theodore then said to the Commissioner that he better let them, but if they don't stop firing, I will give instructions that will be taken.
After the warning of an order to shoot the police, the firing stopped, allowing Colonel Clark to do his work. In earlier testimony, Colonel Brown categorically dismissed any notion that the regiment was aware of the impending attack as stated by Jamal Shabazz last week.
That is very incensed. Highly incensed. Also at the comment that I got the impression somewhere along the line of the on their side or something like that. And I had absolutely no idea.
And he added that actions taken by him in government and regiment broadcast to the nation further dispels anything that the Imam himself might have been feeding the public in his broadcast.
I think I made my point to indicate that the government of Trinidad and Tobago had not told me. There were some elements of it operating on the outside. That the army did not collaborate with the general, as the general said.
Colonel Brown said he believed that by Saturday the regiment had the situation under control as the attempted coup had now turned into a hostage situation. In fact, Mr. Brown added that in calling the New York-based hostage negotiator that trained him, then Education Minister Clyde Panton was reassured that as the events dragged on, there would be no further loss of life. On Wednesday, the leader of the 1990 insurrection, Imam Yassin Abu Bakr, takes a stand to render his version of what happened over 21 years ago. Fabian Pear, TV6 News.
The police service already faces an image crisis, and now the Commissioner of Police expresses his disgust over a recent incident involving police officers. At the weekend, one police officer was held as his colleagues tried to solve the murder of a Pleasantville man. The officer, we are told, was up to late this evening, still in police custody as Southern homicide officers investigate the murder of Donald Brooks. Brooks was shot dead at his home in full view of his 5-year-old son. And now 2 policemen were also held for kidnapping and robbery at the weekend. They're being interrogated by Cougar police. In a statement this afternoon, Commissioner Gibbs said he's appalled by the recent incidents involving police officers. He said they reflect poorly on the entire service. Mr. Gibbs said these matters will be dealt with expeditiously and with due diligence. And this is where we take a look at the weather forecast.
Thank you very much, Samantha. Well, right now we're looking at 2 hot spots. The first is a huge area of low pressure that's been dumping copious amounts of heavy rain and blowing strong winds over the southern Gulf, Cancun, Mexico, and Cuba. The National Hurricane Center in Florida states that there's a 30% chance or a medium chance that that this can develop into anything further, especially if it's going to head out into the Gulf of Mexico. A second area of disturbed weather has been developing over Puerto Rico, and at this point, the chance for development is next to nil. But again, heavy showers and thunder showers have been formed there.